Oya, g'day mate, this is Puru, our big male king cobra, and isn't that just the most spectacular animal? They've got a face that just stares daggers straight into you, and they're called the king because this is a snake that completely feeds on other snakes. In fact, the longest venomous snake in the world feeds on the longest snake on earth, the reticulated python, and they bury those fangs straight into them. They pump them full of a huge amount of venom. Their venom apparatus is exactly like what we deal with here in Australia. Front fangs, at the front of that gob there, two fangs that they're just going to puncture straight in through the scales. They've got to be nice and strong and absolutely just fill them with venom, and that obviously has a massive effect on us. It's a huge envenomation. In fact, you're looking at over 100 vials of anti-venom if you get flogged by a king cobra. So we do not want to get bitten, but this guy's actually quite calm. You can notice, you go, it's not king cobra, he's got no hood. They don't have a hood for most of the time. They only hood up when they're really aggressive or agitated or stressed out. They'll stand right up, raise their profile. Look at him, he's an inch off the ground right now. So if he's going to be threatened in his terrain, there's elephants, tigers, all sorts of large fauna, particularly when you compare it to what we have to deal with in Australia. There's much bigger wildlife. So they stand right up and they flatten out the scales, similar to what our red bellies do, and scare the living giddy out of anything that's coming past. But that is just such a cool animal, and he's not stressed one iota. The other thing you'll find that they do is this is a snake that barks like a dog. So they let out a woof. And that actually is so intimidating. Worked with another king cobra who used to do it all the time. Very, very cool. Now, king cobras, we're actually out in the middle of winter right here on the Central Coast, and obviously cobra's not in Australia, but where they are is really close to the equator. So it's high humidity, high temperature, never gets really that cold, but it does cool off a little bit. So what we're doing right now is he lives in a temperature controlled environment, and in his habitat, we're starting to drop that temperature to match exactly what it would be doing out in the wild, so that when we get to September, we can introduce him to our female, who is an absolute Karen and reacts very differently to handling to this, and pray for him when he goes in with her. And hopefully they have baby king cobras, because we're very, very excited to breed the world's longest venomous snake. Okay, well, let's take him back. We'll see you later.